All right. On with the show, and I'm quite excited about our next interview. Now, you remember the last time this guy was on, he was reviewing a different kind of powder power by Jacinda Ardern, which I have been sharing with great feedback. I've been sharing, and you've still got to look forward to this morning, my daily readings from Jacinda's book. We've already covered the wonder years of the kid crappy as pants in Murupara. We've done her doing her Kate Middleton impression before the press conference after the low-key private birth of her daughter Neve. There's so much more to unlock from that book. But that was reviewed by a guy who said it was pretty good. That was Steve Braunias. And he should know because Steve's like a literary giant in New Zealand. He's a great satirist. And he writes books himself. He's just come out with a new one. And I thought we'd get him on to talk about the new book. He joins us now. Steve, how are you?
Good morning, Sean. How's the resistance going?
Oh, very well. We're resisting all over the place. It's fantastic. What is the new book that you've published about? And what's it called?
Yes, it's an account of last year's captivating murder trial about Dr. Philip Polkinghorne, found not guilty in the end of an 8-week trial of the murder of his wife, Pauline Hannah. And the book is rather very simply called Polkinghorne.
Okay, boy, you put some, did you workshop that, you know?
I know, yeah. Sat around with some of the finest minds of the country.
Okay, what did you do? So what, did you cover this trial?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so in court every day, and you recognised that there was a book in it?
It was one of those things that when the trial finally finished, and it was exhausting, and I think I enjoyed like up to maybe 3 days afterwards of, not working on it, not writing about it, and yet I was still thinking about it.
Mm.
And I had been approached by a publisher to write a book, and I thought, I don't know about that. Why don't I just sit down and see if it's possible by writing, a few words to see if this works, if the project is going to work as a book.
Mm.
And I think I knew from the first sentence that it would be.
Okay, and there's been the TV documentary series, and I'll be honest, I'm just going to say where I stand on things like this.
Of course, being the son of one of New Zealand's greatest court reporters.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't publish any books as far as I know. I don't think he put his pint down long enough to achieve that. But Steve, but Steve, I always get a sense of there's a certain amount of dancing on the grave of the victim here. Mm-hmm. And I looked at all the publicity around the Polkinghorne trial, and there was some suggested that COVID was involved in everything. Mm. And part of me, on a deeply personal level, not a professional journalist, said, why can't we leave the poor woman alone? Let her rest in peace.
Well, would you say that of the police who wished to bring Dr.
No,
Polkinghorne?
It's their job is to try and find the killers, right?
That's right. So how could they leave it alone? And indeed, how
well, they couldn't, but you don't need to write a book about it. That they missed their mark, that they didn't find out who killed her because we don't have a conviction. We don't even know if she was murdered, do we?
Going by the verdict, no, we don't. I mean, the jury is given an extremely responsible role. Mm. They have to find whether she had been killed within reasonable doubt. Mm. And that's a really important tenet of our society. Mm. And I think, what it makes me think of, Sean, is that there's a sort of a growing thing over the past few years with the media, and you yourself would be very familiar with it. And in fact, that goes to the name of your program, that people are upset that certain issues and certain stories are platformed, and they wish it not to be so. Mm. Some of your listeners may indeed have views that many,
I'm sure they do.
Insistence must not be platformed.
Yeah.
And this has been going on. It's
Yeah, but Steve, and I'm not going to play the moral arbiter here.
Look,
and I realise you were.
okay,
I might sound like it. I'm just defending myself ahead of the expected attack. You were commissioned to do this, and I get this, and that's your job. That is your profession, is to write books. You're approached by someone to write a book. It's a commercial enterprise. But, geez, I wish those people, Alan and Unwin, is it?
Yes, correct.
Why don't they approach you to write a book about who killed baby Roo? Right? The kid that was killed in the Hutt Valley, and the family have gone stum, and it's been over a bloody year. And we don't know who beat that kid to death. Wouldn't that be a better book? Shouldn't that sell more copies? Not the death of a socialite after a drug-addled sleep with hooker husband, I don't know, makes the headlines. Isn't that a better, more noble thing to write a book about? Or would it not sell?
I mean, it would not sell. It's like politics. You ought to go where people's interests are. You've got to respect people. You've got to, you've got to respect people. If these are subjects that they're interested in, if these are parties that they wish to vote in, then you have to respect that democratic process.
Yeah. Steve, I've got to read this to you because it is the craziness of the world we live in. Steve doesn't mention Hannah's use of vaccine and boosters in his book, Irresponsible and Basically Big Pharma Propaganda.
Well, one of the theories surrounding her death, and it's a baseless, silly, irresponsible theory.
Who came up with the vaccine theory?
Among the people who've come up with it, he wouldn't be the only one, is Polkinghorne himself. That, she had a vaccine.
Of course he would.
The day before. Yeah, well, it's quite convenient, isn't it? She had a vaccine the day before she died, and he is looking into the possibility that she got encephalitis and went mad.
Really? Okay.
I like your articulate response.
Okay. I've just got no comeback on that. I really haven't.
Yeah.
Steve, are you allowed to say, before I ask the question, are you allowed to say whether you think he did it or not? Or would that be defaming him?
I think it would be perfectly fine. And
okay, do you think he did it?
I'm not trying to sort of wander away from the question, but
oh, come on.
Yeah, no, look. My thinking on this is that, having followed the trial very closely, I was there every day bar one, I think. Horse sense tells you that the police and the Crown were correct to charge him with this death. Yeah. But the facts tell you otherwise. And so I don't know, I genuinely don't know. I think you should be able to go by horse sense. That's the job of a jury, isn't it?
Yeah. But their horse sense clearly told them something else too,
Well, they were really good jury. These were 12 good men and women and true, and they followed it so intently. They wrote, the amount of words that they were writing during the trial would be more than my book. And I think that they arrived at that verdict reluctantly.
But in good conscience.
I think they did it reluctantly and sadly, but in good conscience, in as much they were directed to look at the evidence, and the evidence was really lacking forensically, Forensically, it was really lacking. It was always going to be thus.
Yeah. Steve, give me a feel for the book. Has it got you in it? Or is it what happened, who, when, where, what? Or is it Steve Braunias' journey into the dark underbelly of Remuera and call girls and drugs and murder?